Welcome, mathematicians, to second grade, Module 5, Application Problems. Turn to your next blank page in your journal. Label the top of your page M5l1, Module 5, Lesson 1. Then glue it into your journal at the top of the page. Pause the video to complete your paper and then press play when you are ready to continue. Now let's take a look at today's problem. To solve our problem, we're going to use the RDW strategy. With the RDW strategy, we first need to read the problem through one time and try to visualize it. After we've read through the problem one time, we go back and circle any numbers that we find and then underline what the problem wants us to solve for. Next, we draw and label our work. After we draw and label the problem, we write an equation or a number sentence that matches our drawing. After solving the equation, we write our answer in a complete sentence. So let's go ahead and read our problem through one time. Please, if you would like, whisper read the problem as I read it out loud. The shelter rescued 27 kittens in June. In July, 11 kittens were rescued. In August, 40 more were rescued. A. How many kittens did the shelter rescue during those 3 months? B. If 64 of those kittens found homes by the end of August, how many still needed homes? Now we need to go back to our problem after we've read through it and visualized it. And we need to find our numbers that we're going to be working with. So I noticed that there's the number 27, the number 11, number 40. Problem A, how many kittens did the shelter rescue during those 3 months? And I know that those 3 months refer to June, July, and August. B wants to know, well, first for A, I need to find out how many kittens did the shelter rescue during those 3 months. And then for B, I know that there's 64, and they want to know if 64 of them found homes, how many more still need homes? So to give me a better understanding of the problem, let's create a tape diagram. Pause your video and draw your tape diagram on your page. Press play when you're ready to continue to check your tape diagram. Right, you should have completed a tape diagram similar to the one that I've created. I know that in June the rescue found 27 kittens. In July, the rescue shelter found 11 kittens, and then in August, 40 kittens were found. My problem wants me to figure out how many kittens they found during those 3 months. In Module 5, Lesson 1, you will be working with tape diagrams. So to complete this problem, complete the tape diagram for this problem. Press pause, then press play when you're ready to go over your answer. take a look at my tape diagram. To solve my problem, I first added 27 and 11 together. To do this, I use the arrow notation. I first added 10 to 27, which gives me 37. Then I needed to add one more, which gives me 38. I took my 10 and my 1, which equal 11, so 27 plus 11 equals 38. Next, I took the 38 and added it to 40. When I did this, I simply counted by tens 4 times. So I had 38, 48, 58, 68, 78, making my final answer 78 kittens. Now I have read the problem, I've drawn and labeled, I've written the equation and completed it. Last, I need to write my answer in a complete sentence. Please go ahead and write your answer in a complete sentence. Pause the video, then press play when you're ready. So now, your completed sentence should read, the shelter rescued 78 kittens in all. Remember that your sentences should begin with capitals and end with punctuation marks. Now, let's move on to part B. If 64 of those kittens found homes by the end of August, how many still needed homes? Again, to help me better understand the problem, I'm going to use the tape diagram to identify my parts and my wholes of the problem. Go ahead and set your tape diagram up, pause the video, then press play when you're ready. Alright, your tape diagram should look like mine. In the problem, we now know that there were 78 kittens all together for those 3 months. In problem B, it tells us that 64 of those kittens found homes. Now we need to find out how many of those kittens still need to find homes. So to solve this problem, let's again create let's use arrow notation to help us solve the problem while we've been working in Module 5, Lesson 1. So pause the video, solve your problem with the arrow notation, then press play when you're ready. Alright, in my tape diagram, I now know that there's 78 kittens, 64 of the kittens found homes, and we need to find out how many of those kittens still needed homes. When I used my arrow notation, I started with 75, and then I subtracted 60. So 78 minus 60 gives me 18. I knew that I had 4 more left, so I counted down by 4. So 18 minus 4 gives me the difference of 14. So 78 minus 64 equals 14. There were 14 kittens who still needed homes. Double check your work, make any corrections. So to wrap my problem up, I'm going to write it in a complete sentence. 14 kittens still needed homes at the end of August. If you did not write your sentence correctly, please go back and do so. And if you have any questions, please be sure and ask your teacher for help. Until next time.